Dan?
They just build about every 3 or 4 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good evening and welcome to the first of two meetings tonight. My name is Dennis Buckley, Mayor of the City of Beech Grove. And at this time, we will convene our Board of Sanitation meeting for Monday, May the 16th, 2016. In lieu of a roll call, I will ask each participant to introduce themselves, beginning on my far right.
Ed Bell. Dan McMillan, Clerk Treasurer.
Craig Wiley, City Attorney.
Sandy Seward.
Thank you, Board. You have been presented a printed copy of the minutes of the previous meeting dated Monday, May 2nd, 2016. The floor is open for questions, comments, or corrections.
I have done.
If there's no questions, comments, or corrections, I'll ask for a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
I'll make said motion, Mayor.
I second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries. This evening, Board, you have 3 pages of wastewater claims in the amount of $201,769.94. The floor is open for questions or comments.
I have none.
Have none this evening?
I do want to bring your attention to page 2. Right in the middle, the 2 Citizens Energy Group. The first one is $85,962. That's a settlement that was reached back in 2010. And we pay that over the course of the next at least 15 years.
Yes.
This is above and beyond our normal claims for treatment of wastewater. So this is, you can do the math, it's an astronomical amount of money. And I think it's just my personal opinion, bad deal that we were entered into back in 2010. So we're stuck with it. And I think we'll probably have to address it sometime this summer. So, but anyway, it's something the city agreed to do back in 2010, so we're paying it. So, but that doesn't make it any easier. So, any other questions or comments concerning the docket?
That was both those claims? Both of them?
Those are 2 different ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this totals about 131,000. That 85,000 one continuously goes up, and it's sometimes supposed to level off and go back down. But I think when Dennis and I came in, it was 59,000.
Wow.
So you can see the jump it's taken, and it's just hard to budget for that because we have no return on that whatsoever.
Thank you.
No other questions or comments. I'll ask for a motion to approve the wastewater claims dated May 16th, 2016 in the amount of $201,769.94.
I'll make said motion.
And I'll second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries. We have no unfinished or new business to carry forward from the previous meeting. Comments from board members?
Have none this
I
evening.
have none.
Motion to adjourn.
Make said motion.
I'll second.
Meeting is adjourned at 6:02 PM. We will convene the Board of Public Works and Safety meeting in 5 minutes. Thank you. Good evening and welcome to the second and final meeting tonight. My name is Dennis Buckley, Mayor of the City of Beech Grove, and at this time we will convene our Board of Public Works and Safety meeting for Monday, May the 16th, 2016. In lieu of a roll call, I will ask each participant to introduce themselves, beginning on my far right.
Ed Bell. Dan McMillan, Clerk Treasurer.
Craig Wiley, City Attorney.
Sandy Seward.
Thank you, Board. You have been presented a printed copy of the minutes of the previous meeting dated Monday, May the 2nd, 2016. The floor is open for any questions, comments, or corrections.
I have none this evening.
No questions, comments, or corrections. I'll ask for a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
I'll make said motion.
I second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries. Thank you. This evening, Board, you have 27 pages of claims corporate claims in the amount of $735,393.35. The floor is open for questions or comments.
I have, well, one, I'll just combine it. On page 22, it looks like it starts out with some fire maintenance or fire/maintenance agreements. Looks like there's a total somewhat like 8 of different vendors. Do they come in all at the same time of the year, or?
I think it was
How's this
just coincidental that they actually happen to be on this docket. Jim, do you know on these service agreements, I mean, how often?
Most of them are once a year, and they usually do come up in the late winter, early springtime, so I think it's just coincidental that you got them all at once. But
All right. Well, thank you, Jim.
They're normal annual expenses.
Okay. Thank you. I have no other.
Thank you.
No other questions or comments? I'll ask for a motion to approve the corporate claims dated May 16th, 2016, in the amount of $735,393.35.
I'll make said motion.
And I'll second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries. Thank you. We have no unfinished business to carry over from the previous meeting. Under new business, we have several items this evening, and the first item that we will undertake is the 2016 paving bid opening Phase 1. And at this time, I'll ask one of our Board of Works members to open the bids, please. There will be no award tonight. We will take them under advisement and award the bid at the next meeting on June the 6th.
Okay, the first bid's from Grady Brothers. And hang with me for a second. The first bid is for $199,760.50. The second bid is from Calumet. And Calumet's bid is for $205,000. Second bid is from Midwest Paving. And that bid is for $218,474.50. The next bid is from Robertson Paving. And that bid is for $262,624.50. The next bid is Reeve Riley. And their bid is for $269,806. And the last bid is from Smith Projects Incorporated. And their bid is $199,551. And that is all of the sealed bids.
Let the record show that Milestone Contractors picked up a bid packet but did not place a bid in. So we ended up having 6 bids, which is excellent, and we will take it under advisement through our engineers and award the bid in these chambers at 6 p.m. on June the 6th. Thank you for those who come tonight for the bid opening for paving. We greatly appreciate it. Bill, could you come forward and get these, or Brian?
This one has a check enclosed. Okay.
Next order of business under new business is paving access management plan, United Consulting. Bill or Brian?
Thank you. Good to see everybody tonight. And I would like to introduce Devin Stetler, who manages our environmental and planning departments. And he's going to talk to you about the pavement asset management.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having us. I wanted to just talk to you briefly about our proposal that we put together, and we hope to receive approval tonight to complete your pavement asset management plan. You may have been wondering, some of you may have been wondering why we have to do it. Recently, the Indiana General Assembly passed a couple of pieces of legislation, one of which was House Bill 1001. That House bill created a local road and bridge matching fund, which allows local units of government to apply for funding of projects at a 50-50 match. So it's a pretty good deal for local communities. You can apply and use up to, for projects up to $2 million. So NDOT will match $1 million, and the local community will pay the $1 million. However, in order to be eligible to receive that funding, you have to have a complete pavement asset management plan. And so that's what you see before you tonight is a proposal from us to complete Beech Grove's pavement asset management plan. What we propose to do over the next 30 to 60 days is do a complete inventory of all the streets within your jurisdiction, all your public streets, compile that information in our findings, and prepare a 5-year plan showing existing conditions of Beech Grove, and then showing proposed treatments, maintenance treatments for those roads to maintain a certain level of service for those facilities over the next 5 years. So with that, I'd be more than happy to entertain any questions that you might have.
Board have questions?
Well, I have one I know some people are going to ask. You're saying streets and roads. We're not talking about any alleys or anything like that unless they're paved?
Correct. Yeah.
Are we talking about any curbing? Will that include that?
We're going to look at the surface, but we will note drainage facilities in the area, so we'll identify if there's curbing on the streets.
Okay, thank you.
As far as the $1 million match that NDOT will do, what year does that take effect?
Well, it's my understanding they're going to start with a call of projects here soon, and announce the first funding or first round of projects here in August or September. So it's very soon.
So our 2016 paving budget could be eligible for this?
It's my understanding, Bill, is that?
I don't think you will make it in time to, because you have to get your asset management plan approved by NDOT prior to turning in your application. They have $183 million in fiscal year 17, which starts July the 1st. I have to think they're gonna do another call for projects. I really do. I
do
don't think
too.
they're gonna be able to spend $183 million in this first call, because I don't think enough LPAs are gonna have their asset management plan in place.
Well, where I was going with this is actually we're gonna have a little over $1 million worth of paving. And would it be beneficial for us to hold off on the last part, which is the 600,000, until later on where we could get that match?
It could be, and we've been talking about that. I think it makes sense to go forward with what was bid tonight, get
Right.
that knocked out, get this pavement management plan done, try to get it approved by NDOT, and then see if we can get the next call for projects.
I think that NDOT will do this every year, because next year, I think the legislature will come up with a permanent solution to funding roads. And in our conversations, we can hurry up and get this done, and the money that we're going to get from the state here, we can hurry up and get that advertised and all that. But at the end of the day, I think we would be better off if we did a really good inventory, took our time and did it right, and then applied. It'll come back around to us in the spring, and we apply then. And then we can take what the clerk said and double our money. So I think that's what we should do. And I think irregardless of if funding was available, we should be doing this anyway to grade our roads. So this is really good, and I think we should approve it and move on down the road.
Do it right, take your time,
Do it
do it
right.
right. And then the House Bill 1001, this is not a one-time 50/50 match. It's an annual thing, and it goes on for perpetuity. The first year happens to be 180-something million, then it drops down the second year, but then they're projecting every year after that about 100 million in matching funds. I just think they're gonna have a difficult time spending that 180 million the first year. Now, maybe I'm wrong.
They can send a lot of it here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, Board, I think that we should just move forward and do this. They call it PACER, and have them do it, do an adequate inventory, and then come back and report back to the board, and then we can move forward. So that's my recommendation to you folks.
So we're looking at like 2017.
Well, no, they'll do it this year. They'll do this
The asset,
inventory.
right.
But I think we're still going to do a second round of paving, but
We're gonna go-
next year we'll apply for the additional
That's-
funding.
right,
I think we
okay.
would be mistaken if we didn't.
Right. Okay.
So that's any other questions or comments?
No, sir.
Motion to approve, before I do that, I'm sorry. I have to turn to our attorney for clarification. Anything on the agenda, on the service agreement?
Oh, on this one right here?
Yeah.
Nothing that I saw. I mean, again, it's their standard agreement that we've seen several times. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing I need to raise to anybody's attention.
Okay. The motion to approve the professional service agreement between United Consulting and the City of Beech Grove for pavement asset management plan.
I'll make some motion.
And I'll second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries. Bill, if you could come forward.
Thank you.
Thank you.
and when we get this report ready, we'll of course bring it back for everybody to review the plan.
Great.
Thanks, Bill.
Do you need either one of these, all right? Okay.
Thanks, Bill.
There you go.
Next item under new business is the HUD grant bid opening for HVAC, electrical, and exercise equipment. Again, we will open the bids this evening, but no bid will be awarded. We will take it under advisement and then award it at a later date. So at this time, I'll turn to our, one of our board members to open the bids, please.
Okay, the first sealed bid is from Ellis Mechanical and Electrical. And they have submitted two bids for HVAC and electrical.
Okay?
The HVAC bid is for $96,800.
Okay?
What was that?
96.
$96,800.
For HVAC.
Yep,
All
that's
right, thank you.
HVAC. And the electrical is $47,000.
And that is Ellis,
That is from Ellis Mechanical and Electrical.
okay?
Lamping. The next one is Lamping and Hooser. And this is HVAC only. This for $112,850.
Okay.
The third one is Deem, and it has two bids. HVAC is for $96,552. And the electrical is $54,847. And the last one from Love Heating and Air Conditioning. And the HVAC amount is $108. I'm sorry, $108,940.
940,
Correct.
okay?
108,940.
Thank you.
And that is all of the sealed bids. Is it?
Okay, now we have to go to, keep going. Just read the contractor and what the category is.
Okay, electrical bid from Simple Electric.
Okay?
$17,469.33. And the next bid package is from Hughes. And their bid is for $29,995. And the next bid is from J.E. Brown Electric. And their bid is $26,104.
Is that the end of the,
That is the end of the electrical, yes.
okay, let the record show that Goldman Electric picked up a packet but did not bid. Okay, thank you.
And the third set of bids are for the exercise equipment. And the first is from BGI Fitness. And their bid amount is $36,480.
480.
$36,480.
Thank you.
And the last sealed bid is from Bob Block Fitness Equipment. And their bid is for $42,950. And that concludes the opening of all the bids.
Was that the only bid for them?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, all right. How about a bid from Moreno and Sons? Okay. They picked up a packet, let the record show they did not submit a bid. All right, thank you, Sandy.
Welcome.
That concludes the bid opening. What will happen next is that the clerk will publicize all of these bid numbers for public review. On the bids that we just opened, the work is being done as a result of a grant from Housing and Urban Development. So we will forward these results to them, and then if they approve the bids, then we will award them at the next meeting, June the 6th, at in these chambers. If they will not award them, then we will not proceed with these bids. So that's how we'll do that. So any questions from the board?
None.
Thank you for everyone who put a bid in for the improvements to the Hornet Park Community Center. Next order of business under new business is permission to hold an event at the Public Works Ground, Villa Baptist Church. Pastor Hale's with us again. Come on up, Pastor. Come on up, and this is the same as last year, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Come on up and tell us how you're doing.
Well, we're doing just fine, thank you. It's good to be here, and thank you for letting us present to you our opportunity to do what we did last year. It's called 5-Day Clubs, put out by CEF, Child Evangelism Fellowship, which is an international organization. And it is a time of games for children, songs for children, and for sure, Bible stories. And it has a strong moral and spiritual aspect to it. And so we are appealing to you to let us use that Public Works grounds again, and would appreciate it very much. It'll be in July.
How did it go last year?
It
I
went-
know how it went, but I want to hear it from you.
Well, it went super duper wonderfully well. I didn't have much to do with it, that's why, probably.
Well, we weren't going to throw that in.
Yeah, okay. Yes, it went very good. And I think the kids that were involved, and there were several parents that came and sat in and everything, I think they were well pleased with it.
Questions from board members?
I have none.
Yeah, I'd ask the clerk to read it into the record, please.
Okay? Does that mean,
I'll read it in. Villa Baptist Church and Child Evangelism Fellowship are hosting Impact Indy this July. Impact Indy is a 5-day community outreach to children and their families, similar to the Good News Across America event we hosted in July of 2015. When the city of Beech Grove was kind enough to allow us to meet at the Department of Public Works, we would like permission to meet there again this year from 3 to 4:30 p.m., beginning Monday, 7/18, and ending Friday, 7/22. If you need additional information, feel free to contact me. Thank you for your help in the past and for your kind consideration of this request. Reverend Marvis Hill.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Motion to approve.
Make said motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries.
thank you. Did you get the theme from Rocky that I sent to you? Dave and I is going to go running down the steps. You know,
No.
Rocky the movie?
No, take the elevator. All right.
Thank you.
All right, Pastor, see you later. Next order of new business, permission to hire Senior Citizen Center. I'll defer to the clerk to read it into the record.
Board of Works and Safety. Recommendation of employment. Dear Board, at this time, I would like to fill a vacant position at the Senior Center. I recommend hiring Cynthia Brocious for the coordinator position. Cynthia has met all conditions for the coordinator's position. If approved, she will begin on May 21st. You want salary in there? Base salary will be $1,058.94 biweekly. She will receive $1,000 for holding a Class B CDL, which is required for this position.
Questions or comments from board members?
I have none.
I have none.
We checked on this. I wanted to defer to the clerk to make sure that the funding was there for this.
Yes, it is. If it runs a little short, we'll move a little bit of money around, but I think we're going to be all right on it.
Motion to approve the recommendation to hire.
I'll make said motion, Mayor.
I'll second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 I also vote aye, and the motion carries. Last order of business, handicap parking permit for Tom Springer, And I'll defer to the clerk to make sure everything's in order before we,
This is a new handicap parking permit. They've supplied with all the additional information that's needed, letter from the doctor and so forth. So once the board has approved it, then we will collect the money from them.
all right, floor is open for questions or comments.
And we also will get the license plate number of the automobile.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And we may already have it, it's just not on this.
Okay.
Any other questions or comments?
No, sir.
If not, ask for a motion to approve the handicap parking permit for Tom Springer.
I'll make said motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries. That concludes new business. Comments from board members?
Yes, I have one. If anyone hasn't passed City Hall yet in the evening, we have a beautiful clock that, well, it was an old clock that was restored and was added from Tim Swellwater from
Hoosier Boy Restoration.
Yeah, Restoration, Hoosier Boys. And he's did a fantastic job. It's just gorgeous. You're able to actually see what time it is. And thumbs up to Tim on that. Thank you.
Anything this evening?
Thank you.
If not, a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll make said motion.
And I'll second.
The meeting is adjourned at 6:39 PM. We will meet again on Monday, June the 6th, at 6 PM in these chambers. Thank you very much.